What's up, everybody? It's your man Danelle, aka Small Guy Promotions, coming with another podcast episode of What's Up, Omaha. Today, no guest, but I just wanted to talk about a few things. One, something that I often talk about: supporting local. I know it's tough right now for a lot of people during, what I call COVID season. Um, But please, if you have the ability to support other people during this time, please do so. It's so much craziness. And I'm not even just talking about financially. There's many different ways that we can support our local communities, whether that be, though you might not want to be out around a lot of people right now, there's different ways that you can volunteer. You can do like we do and go out and support local mom and pop restaurants as we often do. Um, there's a lot of different things that you could do. You could just help out your neighborhood. Maybe you want to clean trash up or something. Just there's so many different ways that you can do positive things uh, to help others or to just put some positive vibes out there, man. We definitely need it. I can't remember a time in my life when things have been so crazy. Not only, is it pandemic season, but we've also got, you know, it seems like people are either talking about COVID or they're talking about politics or they're talking about both. And then there's just a lot of anger and hate out there. So, man, I think it's really important that we try to take an opportunity to, you know, I don't know, just do something different and do something to combat all that negativity that's out there. Um, again, there's a lot of different ways, whatever you choose to do. But just please look out for your local people, your community, and make sure that people are cool. And if it is going out and shopping at a local place or buying from a local startup business or something that you've seen online, do what you can to help out if you can. We know that all the big companies are going to be all right. All those fat cats making all that dough. Their employees may not be, I don't know, but uh, those those companies are probably going to be okay. And if they somehow fail, the government will probably bail them out, or it's just so crazy. So just again, do what you can to support your local community. There's so many different ways that you can give back or spread positivity, help out. So that's what it is. I know, you know, I don't like to see these local restaurants closing. I know we just had another one announced in Omaha or Bellevue that they'll be closing, and that's Simple Burger out in Twin Creek Plaza off of 336 and 370. Um, you know, and I don't know all the details of what leads into businesses closing, but at the end of the day, you got to believe that a big part of it is, finances. With the drop off from COVID and people not going out to eat as much or whatever the case may be, it gets tough. I know we made it a mission to go out because we knew that the margins were already small for local restaurants during the normal time. So COVID just put an extra stress on those restaurant owners. And I love to eat and I love to support. So I wanted to give back to those places, and also it was an opportunity for us to experience new places. So if there's like a small place that you haven't been before, and you've been considering giving it a try, go out and give it a try. You might like it. You might find something that you love on the menu, or maybe the people there, you love them and they're really nice, or whatever it is. A lot of times with these smaller places, you get to interact with the owner of the restaurant or the establishment. So you get a different vibe and a different feel when you go to those places. So, you know, that's my spiel on supporting local and doing what we can to try to keep doors open for local businesses, because who knows what's going to happen after all this is over, or when will it be over? I don't know. Um, and then a lot of people have been saying, when it's over, what does the new norm look like? Or people say returning to normal. We may not ever return to a normal that we knew before. There's probably going to be a new normal with certain different restrictions or stipulations when we're going out. So I don't know. Who knows what it'll be? But shout out to all the people that have been taking this opportunity to, start a new business. I've seen a few people start out and say, you know what, we were doing this before COVID, and now this has made us, it has made us focus on some other areas, and we want to take this as an opportunity to go out there and start our own business. And that's got to be tough. That's got to be stressful for real, because it's already tough being a business owner. So starting during this period, not knowing if you'll find the support from people, or how long that support will be there. There's a lot of things that are just up in the air, so many different variables about what's going to happen in the future. But shout out to all those people who are taking that leap and jumping out, trying. I mean, you know, what can you say about a person who's going out there and trying during this time? Because if they can find success now, oh man, I feel like it'll be looking up for them in the future. So shout out to you guys. If you've been thinking about doing something, go out and try it. I mean, what do you have to lose ultimately in life when you have something that you really are interested in doing, and you take some steps towards that future for yourself. So shout out to all those people who are taking a chance on themselves. I don't know, man. COVID is just a crazy thing. I know we went out. We try not to go out much. If we go out to eat, usually we're getting it to go. Um, we have gone out twice where we've eaten. Once we were kind of in a corner, not really by anyone else, which was cool. And then the other time we just recently went to Interrail Food Hall down there in Exarban. My daughters and I, was that last weekend, I believe. And we sat at a 12. I don't even know how big this table was, but it was long. It was like a 12-foot table, maybe. It could have been longer. I'm not sure. But we were gonna go. It was chilly outside, so we couldn't. We could have eaten outside, but it was cold. If y'all remember last weekend, uh, and they had like the little fire pits going, but it was still too chilly to be trying to eat out there. So we were gonna get it to go. But then we saw this table, and there were some people at one end, and they had gotten up and left. So we sat all the way at the opposite end, not around anyone. And that's pretty much the only way that I'm going to feel comfortable eating out right now. My wife and I have gone out to the Peep a few weeks back, and there wasn't anybody like eating by us, but just having people walk by without masks on was kind of like, just because I don't know where people have been. So I'm not fully comfortable eating out yet. So I will, for the most part, continue to get food at places to go, or eat out on the patio, or like yesterday, my daughter and we ate in the car because I was just like, I don't want to go home because we got to get some shopping done. Uh, so we ate in the car. Whatever, it was fine. It was kind of cramped trying to eat, but it was whatever. It was cool. But yeah, just we went out to Papio Fun Park, and I was like, we're gonna be outside most of the time, so it's not a big deal. Putt putt, not a problem. But we got one of the wristbands where you get two activities, and one of the things we wanted to do was go on the go karts because she had never gone on go karts before. So I was like, all right, cool. So she got something to eat there. We sat out on the little patio area, and she ate her pizza. He ate some popcorn, drank soda. And this whole time I'm watching the line of people, and I'm like, ooh, there's a lot of people. There's like a couple of groups of people with no masks on in the line, and I'm just like, dude, we'll try to wait till it dies down. And it didn't die down. People just kept coming in the line. So I was like, all right, cool. We're gonna go. We're just gonna go so we can get through it. Well, you know, when you're in a line, it zigzags. You know, sometimes depending on the place, but so you're right by people in front of you and behind you possibly. So when we got up in line, the people in front of us didn't have masks. Most of the people in front of us didn't have masks on. So we just stayed in the corner away from people as far as possible. Then two young men, two young gentlemen came behind us. And they each had on a mask. But for some reason, these kids that were behind them, some younger kids, none of them had masks on. They cut in front of these two kids, and like they kept like edging us closer to the other people. And I'm like, man, like stop getting so close to me, like seriously. And I'm telling my daughter, like, move over here. Then they're like the people that were behind us, like a mom, a dad, and a kid, and none of them have a mask on. And I'm just like, I just don't feel comfortable. Like I really just don't feel comfortable. So like if you're not gonna wear a mask, or if you're gonna have your kids not wear a mask, at least try not to be all up on people. Like teach your kids, hey, you can't be all up on people. People might not be comfortable. I said something to one kid one time because he like bumped me, and I'm like, hey, watch out or something. Like I don't know what I said to him, but like, bro, if you're an anti-masker or you just don't have a mask on or whatever it is, please don't stand. Like if I don't know you and I don't know where you've been, don't stand close to me. Like, like for real. Like I'm just not trying to deal with that. And I usually bite my tongue on stuff because I'm not trying to start anything. But I don't know. You know, I could see a scenario where I got frustrated enough to say something to someone, but more often than not, I'm just trying to chill. So I just know for me, I'm not gonna put myself in a certain position to be around people out in public because I don't trust people and trust where people been because people are not responsible. And I'm not just talking about not wearing a mask, but people still, there's a lot of stuff that people do that are irresponsible. Uh, and I don't know if they don't believe in it or whatever it is, whatever the case may be. I just know I'm not trying to be around people in a public setting like that. So I'm gonna take ownership of that and just not be around people because I don't want to like punch somebody in the throat or something like that. But that's all I got for today, man. I just wanted to talk again about supporting local and you know, there being many different ways that we can do it. Again, whether you're spending money, spending time, you know, you're volunteering, whatever it is. Like one of the things that I talked about on Facebook recently was a group called Tag for it's Together for a Greater Good. If you shop at a place or go out and eat at a place, Tag, they have an app. You don't even have to spend anymore. They just a percentage of your bill, whatever you spend, goes back to an organization that of your choosing. You can go and like search in the app for the organization that you want to support. If they're active with Tag, they get 5% of whatever you spend. So there's many different ways to get back and help out if you're interested in doing that. So with that being said, you guys have a wonderful day. Smile, help someone else smile, laugh and help someone else laugh all day, every day. Peace out, y'all. Stay away from me if you ain't got no mask on. Yeah.